What's good, sexy people? I am your girl, Eve Queen with BeyondSexyLingerie.com, and you are listening to the Beyond Sexy Vibes show, centered around life, relationships, and everything sexy. All right, guys, this is part 2 of Masturbation and Edging. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. I want to talk about edging, okay? So edging is a form of masturbation, or you can do this with a partner. And for those of you that don't know what edging is an orgasm controlled sexual technique that may be practiced either alone or with a partner, and it involves the maintenance of high level or sexual arousal for an extended period of time without reaching climax. Okay? So some of you will say, why on earth would I want to come at the verge of having an orgasm, stopping it to only start all over again to get an orgasm? So I'm going to try to explain it. And if you have any questions, concerns, or you know more about it, or you have an experience, please put it in the comment sections, because I would love to hear. So edging helps with better orgasms. And again, it can be done with or without a partner. So the reason why I talked about masturbation is because masturbation, you can do this while you can masturbate while edging, okay? While you're trying to practice edging. So again, edging is pretty much stopping sexual stimulation right before you nut and waiting about 30 seconds and then starting over again and repeating until you're ready to orgasm. Typically, when I have surveyed folks, they say they can last maybe 1 or 2 times. They can probably last 1 or 2 times. You have to gradually increase the number of times. Me personally, I've kind of been doing it for a good little minute, and after the 3rd time, that's it. I'm done. I'm ready. It's good. I am great. Okay, so it does make the sexual experience a lot longer and a lot more stronger. The orgasms are bomb, okay, when you edge. So it's pretty much like a marathon. It's like having marathon sex, pretty much. It helps make you more keenly aware of your own sexual responses. It helps you learn your body a little bit more. It makes you more aware of what you have going on. Now, what I would say is that if you're going to try edging, there's certain things that you need to have set in place before you try it. Okay? So what I'm going to do is give you some steps that you need to go through if you want to try edging or you want to do edging. Okay. So let's just say you're by yourself. Let's start with that. Number 1, how is your environment? How is your surroundings? You want to make sure you're in a safe place. You want to make sure the doors are locked. You want to make sure you turn down the lights, you close your eyes, set the mood. If you're extra like me, throw on some lingerie, throw on some sexy music, light some candles. If you're extra, okay? The second step is getting in the mood. So getting in the mood is touching yourself. Maybe going in the mirror and admiring yourself, falling in love with yourself, rubbing on your body, not touching your genitalia, not yet. You're not touching anything yet. You're touching on your breasts. You're touching on your chest, your arms, your thighs, your butt, everything but your private parts, except for the breast. The breast is okay. Once you feel the yoni getting wet or the penis getting hard, then you begin to step 3, masturbate. Once you start masturbating, you're going to stroke the penis, you're going to rub the clit, or do whatever it is that help you come to climax. Once you get to climax, you're going to go to step 4. Okay? Step 4 is when you feel you're about to come, stop or slow down, take deep breaths, open your eyes, and just be aware of your body's response. How do you feel? What does it feel like? Do you like it? Concentrate on the pulsation. Just be in that moment and enjoy it. After about 30 seconds or whenever you calm down, you're going to go ahead and start steps 1 through 3 again. And that's step 5. Start steps 1 through 3 all over again and repeat it as much as you like. My recommendation, like I said, if this is your first time, come to climax, stop the first time, and then the second time, go ahead and climax. If you're more experienced, you can get it up to 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. But I would say no more than 3. Okay? I would say you should at least once a month have alone time with yourself, masturbating for a whole hour. And when I say a whole hour, I'm talking about meditating. This is for you, okay? I'm talking about meditating, setting the mood. When you're setting the mood, when I say touch yourself, you're touching yourself for a little bit longer. You're really getting yourself really, truly in the mood and just enjoying your own body and your own self. Self-love is the best love. Trust me. All right? And it's nothing wrong with it. So once you do that and you get yourself in the mood and you've, rubbed and stroked, and it's 1 time, 2 times, and you make it to the 3rd time, then baby, step 6, what we're here for, the big nut, the orgasm, the climax. Get your nut, honey. Let it go, release, enjoy that strong orgasm from edging. All right. So I highly recommend it. I want everybody to try it. And then I want you to tell me about it. It's okay. If you have questions about anything related to sex, I am probably the easiest person that you can talk to. I'm not judgmental. I will ask questions. I will try to help you as much as I can. So please feel free to message me on Facebook, on Instagram, or whatever with any comments. If you comment, even if you just say, girl, that edging wasn't shit. Or if you like, girl, that edging was the bomb. I want to hear about it. If you're not shy, leave a comment. Send me a message. Like I said, send me a DM, whatever the case may be. All right. So what I just talked about was edging by yourself, but you can edge with your partner. And a lot of men, actually, when I say men, I mean with men who have a penis. A lot of you practice this and didn't even know it had a name, which is called edging. Okay. But pretty much you do everything that I just explained that you would do with edging, setting the mood, first and foremost, get consent from your partner. Make sure your partner knows what you're doing. Don't just surprise, we finna edge. Talk about it. Do they understand it? Do they know what it is? Do they know the benefits of it? Let them listen to this podcast or this YouTube channel, or my YouTube channel, so they can better understand what this is. You can fast forward the masturbation part and go straight to the edging section. Okay. So just to sum up with your partner, again, it's the same as you would do if you're by yourself. You get yourself aroused, you talk to each other. When you are at your plateau stage, you stop, you slow down, and then repeat. And that's it. That's pretty much it when you do it with your partner. And it can be very exciting with your partner. And for fellas, it has great benefits for you guys when it comes to edging, which again, like I said, some of you probably already do anyway. Now, the benefits of edging is it helps women achieve stronger orgasms, and it also teaches you how to have orgasms more easily. Okay. It helps you be aware of your body and helps with confidence. It helps men with lasting longer in bed and also decreasing pre-ejaculation or coming too quickly. And it also helps you last in bed longer. And there's other benefits of it. You can always just Google edging, the benefits of edging, and it'll come up. Again, the cons of edging. Again, it wasn't that much, but I still want to touch on some things that they did discuss. And one of them was, they talked about blue balls. And I'm going to say blue balls because you guys know what blue balls are. There is an actual name for it. But I don't want to say it incorrectly. So I'm just going to say blue balls. All right. So men are concerned, oh man, if I edge, I'm going to have blue balls. Number one, you most likely will not get blue balls because you're going to eventually come. Okay. But if you do get blue balls, it's not the end of the world. You not going to stay with blue balls. Okay. I remember when I was younger, I used to say there's no such thing as blue balls. That is a myth. Men just use blue balls to try to get a girl to have sex with them. That was in my head for the longest, but it is a real thing. Blue balls do exist. Okay. But now, did you know? Now listen closely, fellas. Did you know that there's a way that you can kind of help your blue balls go away a little faster? And I don't want to say this incorrectly, so I'm just going to say when you pop your ears, and if you know what I'm talking about, when you get on the plane and you get off the plane and you can't freaking hear because, the air in your ear or whatever. So you put your hand over your nose to block the air. Block yourself from breathing, and then you exhale until your ears pop. That's pretty much what the fellas need to do to help decrease to help decrease blue balls. How about that? I just learned that. I had no idea. So maybe you fellas knew, but us ladies don't really know what you guys have going on. Just like you guys don't know our different tips, but I'm hoping to help close that gap and we learn about each other's bodies, honey. Yes. So again, blue balls is not permanent, and you can pop your ears to help with the side effects of blue balls, to help blue balls go down. They talked about, some of the stuff I read was that another side effect of edging, or a con of edging, is that you should do this method every so often. It shouldn't be the only method that you use. Okay, and make sure you listen to the words that I use. It shouldn't be the only method that you use, meaning every time you have sex, you're doing edging. Try not to do that, because you want to kind of alternate. You want to kind of not do something all the time. Because again, another definition for me for another definition for me for an addiction is everything should be used in moderation. If you do it too much, it could become a problem because you're doing it the same way too much. All right. If you exercise and go to the gym every single day, after a while, your body is going to crash. You have to give your body rest. That's the same thing with anything else in life. You can't do, you can't eat chips and French fries every day and think you're going to be okay. You got to do it in moderation. So that's something that you want to keep in mind when you're doing edging, because you could get, the feeling is feels really good, but you don't want to do it too much. Because if you do it too much, it could start to become a little bit more stressful, and it could reduce your sexual satisfaction. So like I said, this is just a practice that you do every so often, not all the time. And if you find yourself having to do it all the time, especially for my fellas, it's because you're probably trying not to nut as quick, and that's okay. But you don't want to. Sometimes you have to just release it. All right. And I know some of you do, because sometimes the pussy just feels too good and you just got to come. So, and that's okay. I'm always going to say this when I talk about any type of sexual activity. You have to always, always, always get consent. Never delay someone's pleasure without their consent. Don't just up and decide, oh, she said she finna come, I'm just gonna pull out and I'm gonna stop. Don't do that, okay? You gonna see, messing with me, you get stabbed in the head with a rusty butter knife. All right? Don't do that, okay? So you want to make sure you have that conversation if it's something that you want to try. All right? Now, again, well, I shouldn't say again. I want to also mention that an orgasm is not the end all be all to every sexual experience, because having an orgasm doesn't necessarily define your sexual experience. It's the whole act. What did you do? How did you make each other feel? How did that person make you feel? Was the strokes good? Was it not? Were you wore out or toe up or whatever the case may be? Having an orgasm doesn't define the sexual experience. In a nutshell, some people, they want their nut. They want to have their nut. But I personally, from experience, I have had, sometimes I'm a pleaser. So because I'm a pleaser, sometimes I may not get my nut because I'm worrying about pleasing that person. But I know before he fucking leave, I better get my nut. But that's just me. But sometimes I'm okay with not nutting. It's just, baby, this is about you. I want to please you. Don't worry about me. And sometimes it's a switch. Babe, this is about you. Don't worry about me. Da, 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 da. But eventually, you get your nut. And a lot of times, fellas, you have to have a conversation with your woman, because sometimes 9 times out of 10 women fake. You wouldn't believe the number of women that fake orgasms because they're just not in the mood or whatever the case may be. So having a conversation with your mate is very, very important when it comes to sex, period, or relationship. Communication is key, right? Communication is key with everything. Whether it's your personal life, you're at work, your job, communication is how you let people know what's going on and how you feel. So anyway, that's a whole nother subject. I don't want to start preaching. But so I had the opportunity of interviewing 2 individuals about masturbation and edging, and if they tried it and what they felt about it. So get ready to listen in on their interview. Okay, everyone, we are here with Matic, correct? I said it correct?
Yes,
Matic,
correct.
who volunteered to do an interview with me regarding masturbation and just conversation that we have been talking about. So, Matic, if you can for me, please go ahead and just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit of what you do.
Hi, my name is Matic. I'm a hairstylist and I specialize in microlink hair extensions and natural hair and silk presses and, everything natural, shortcuts. That's basically what I do.
Okay, and how can they find you?
They can find me on Instagram or on Facebook at Dramatic Hair Addict. And my salon location is located in North Palm Beach, Florida. The address is 838 North Lake Boulevard, Suite 6.
Okay, awesome, awesome. All right, so first of all, thank you for volunteering. I greatly appreciate it. Let me get that out the way.
Okay.
And the first question that I have for you. So, do you consider yourself single, married, or in a relationship?
I am single.
Single, okay. All right. So, being that you're single, how often would you say you masturbate?
Um, Maybe like 3 times a week.
3 times a week? Okay, okay. All right. Because you're busy.
Pretty much.
Right. Okay. Now, do you think masturbation is necessary, or do you think it's bad or good? Because there was some talk about it not being pure and all of this extra stuff. What is your feelings on that?
I think masturbation is Really good. I mean, one, you don't have to worry about catching any STDs.
Mm-hmm.
So that's first and foremost. And then secondly, you don't have to worry about having a higher body count.
There you
So I
go.
think, yeah, masturbation is awesome.
Oh, yeah, that's good. I love it. All right. Now, earlier we had talked about edging. So, are you familiar what edging is?
Yes, I'm very familiar with edging.
Okay. So, if you're very familiar with it, that means that you have tried it before or you occasionally do this practice.
Yes, I do that occasionally.
Okay. All right. So, being that you have done it, like what has been your experience with edging?
Edging gives you like the best orgasm ever.
Okay.
So, and for the people who doesn't know what edging is, it's like when you're masturbating and it's like right before you get to climax, you stop.
Right.
So you get to the edge, but then you stop. So right before you about to climb, you just stop. And then you go back at it again. And once it comes again, then you stop again.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay, so you've done it to where you've done it like multiple times. Your edge, and then like what was the longest? Or I should say, what was the most number of times where you just kept going until you could not take it anymore and you just had to come?
it's always three.
Always three. Okay.
It's always three.
So after the third one, it's like, okay,
That's
I'm
it.
done. That's it.
That's
Okay, I
it.
can't
Tap
take it
out.
no more. I
Yeah.
get it. And would you say, have you tried it during sex or just alone?
Oh, I've done both.
You done
I've
done
done
both.
it. Yeah, I've done it with a partner and then by myself.
Okay. So you do believe that it does help you achieve a stronger orgasm in your experience.
Yes,
Okay.
most definitely.
And you practice it anyway. So my next question, which would be, would you do it again? I'm pretty sure the answer would be yes.
Yes.
All right. And with that being said, do you have like any tips for anybody that has not done edging or just they're like, you know what, I get my nut, it's coming, I'm gonna go ahead and take it. What like a little advice or tip would you tell them on trying to get them to experience edging?
For one, it's like the best experience ever. And if you haven't tried it, you should definitely try it because it will be one of the best orgasms you ever had in your life. So,
Awesome.
yeah,
Okay, okay.
get
Thank
into it.
you. Yes. All right. Well, thank you again for doing my little interview, Chad. I greatly appreciate it. And again, let them know where they can find you.
So, again, you can find me on Instagram, Dramatic Hair Addict, or you can find me on Facebook, Dramatic Hair Addict. Hit me up on my social medias. You can DM me if for any of your natural hair care service needs or hair extensions needs. And that's about it.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. All right. Hello, everyone. I am here with my boy Pierre. He's going to do an interview for me regarding masturbation. So, Pierre, how are you?
I'm fine. A little bored. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Okay, so we're going to be talking about masturbation. So, the first thing that I want to ask you is what would
Hmm.
you say your relationship status would be? Just open, single, married?
I'm in a relationship. I'm having a girlfriend.
Okay, all right. So being that you have a girlfriend, do you
Hmm.
masturbate alone or is it just mostly sex, a little bit of both?
Um, I do. It's both. Have sex and I gotta do my own thing sometimes. Remember the good times with her. So I'll be on myself and I'll just think
Okay.
about it and get it in.
Got you. All right. So I don't know if you seen like all the hoopla about it was the interview that Erica Campbell did on the Breakfast Club, and she was saying that masturbation isn't pure, and if you're where does God go when you masturbate and all of this other stuff. So what is your take on masturbation? Do you feel that it's necessary? Do you feel that it's evil? Like what's your take on it?
Well, with her saying that God doesn't, what she said, that God doesn't disappear when you masturbate.
Like, where does he go? Yeah.
He's there, or it's there. Like he gave me hands and he gave me my meat, bro. Like, I don't understand it. I don't get it. Like, he gave me both of these things. Why can't I do it?
I guess her thing was, I'm married and my husband, pretty much, I guess she's saying she don't masturbate because she has a husband. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure her husband masturbates. Maybe she don't know, but I'm sure he does. So I don't know. But that was I just found that very interesting, how people associate certain things with sex and just that bad stigma that people put on pleasing yourself or pleasuring yourself when it comes to masturbation. So it's crazy. But I say everybody is right to their opinion.
I would ask her, like, does she not eat like dessert? Is that not pleasing yourself? Like, don't you eat good food? Is it not pleasing yourself? Like, everything on we too life is too short to be thinking about, oh, is this thing too much, too, like, everything. Some people will let, what's the word? People let limit themselves for what they consider pleasure, but won't do for other things. Like, for example, like people who are pescatarian. Well, I only eat fish. Well, does that really make you better than a person that that eats steak?
Hey, I'm a pescatarian watcher, but no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, okay, that was just an example. My bad.
No, it's okay. But no, I eat chicken every now and again, so it's all good. I'm a different type of pescatarian.
Right.
All right. So now earlier we had talked about edging, and I believe you said that you had heard about it before, and you actually have done the practice of edging. So I wanted to know. Go ahead. You have the floor.
I'm sorry. I unknowingly have been doing that my entire masturbation career. Like, yeah, like the first time I got it in, you know what I'm saying? It was quick, I just got it, bat, whatever. But like soon after that, I would beat my meat for like an hour to like 2 hours. I would take my, like ever since high school. Like I started late, like either freshman or a sophomore. I can't remember which year, but yeah, like I always would beat my meat like that. Like it's always been, but I didn't know there was a name for it. It was just how I beat my meat. Like even the crazy thing is like when I lost my virginity, I lasted like an hour. Like when people be talking about like, oh yeah, my first time was quick. Mine wasn't. Like like, huh?
I said, makes sense.
Yeah, so like I didn't know there was a term for it up until like 2 years ago. Okay. But like that was it's always been like that for me.
Okay, so you do with masturbation. Do you also use edging during? I think most dudes do anyway. Like during sex, like do you use edging?
Yeah, like most guys, we're forced to because you can beat the meat as many times as you want to, but it's nothing like when you get inside that. So you might have to hold back, so you have to go, do your thing, then go eat her out, then go back and do back and forth, to elongate, prolong the experience. But yeah, like definitely, it has to be, to me, it's the important part of sex.
Right. Okay, so now would you say, and I'm pretty sure you have done or tried to do quickies versus having to edge. So when you do like quickie sex without edging versus just, doing the actual edging, which orgasm is better? Is it better with the edging or without the edging? The
edging is definitely better because it's like just everything about it, bro. Like
it's a build-up.
Like, because you're denying this thing. Like it's like you're not. I love chocolate, so I'm eating chocolate. It's like I don't eat chocolate for an entire year, and I finally get a piece of chocolate cake. That is gonna be better than the before. So it's definitely better when you edge. Like Like it shoots farther. Like I can hit the other side of the room after edging.
Right. So that pretty much makes sense. Pretty much everyone that I have spoken to, they've pretty much said the same thing, that when they have edged, the orgasm was stronger. It took them longer, but it actually was a better experience, a stronger nut, or whatever the case may be. So
yeah, because you have to like and then it's like it takes the orgasms in the end goal, of course, but it's so much different things that you can do to pleasure yourself to make it like the whole however long. Like usually my sessions be lasting anywhere from like 45 minutes to an hour to like, I think I've done it as long as 2 hours, but like the whole 2 hours or 40 from 30 minutes to 2 hours is all pleasurable instead of just you get it in like, and yeah, the quickie is good, you still get it in, but it's like it's especially for men, women, y'all are more, you guys enjoy the experience. We're just bat, and get it out. But slowing it down for me anyway, it makes it a lot better.
Right. Okay. All right. So that's what's up. So that right there, you said a mouthful with that, and I totally agree. I thank you so much for doing the interview.
Of course. Open book.
Yes. So definitely we'll have you volunteering or asking you to volunteer for some other stuff that we're gonna have going on and stuff like that. I'm gonna add you to my podcast when it comes to, because I know you're very passionate about the dating stuff. So we're gonna get that going on and popping sometimes later on once I get my schedule together.
You know I'm here. I'm here to support you and to say some crazy stuff whenever you need.
Okay.
All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed those interviews. So let's continue to talk a little about masturbation and edging and close this thing out.
Preaching. But in conclusion, I want to say that masturbation is not a bad thing. No matter your age, your sex, your gender, your health, whatever it is, masturbation is healthy and it is normal. It's a great way to know your body and what feels good. And not to mention, it also is safe sex. You don't got to worry about no STDs. You ain't got to worry about getting pregnant. All right? Or UTIs, because you can get UTIs as well. Excuse me. When it comes to edging or when it comes to sex, always be willing to explore and try new techniques. You never know what you may end up enjoying or what will help increase your sexual experience. So I always like to say, be a trisexual. Try things within reason and what you think you would like. It's nothing wrong with trying it once. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. But if you do, you can continue with it. So I recommend that you try edging on your own first and then trying it with a partner. So again, if you have any questions or concerns or comments, please inbox me, please DM me, please put your comments in the comment section and I will gladly respond. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.